Welcome, guys, to another stream. Sorry you missed us yesterday because we missed you. Technical difficulties. It was just inevitable. I would have looked like a mine. You couldn't have heard me. I would have been amazingly handsome, but that's all you would have gotten from me today. Or I guess yesterday. You get that handsomeness today, too. So, anyways, we'll start the stream off. Smash that like, smash that button, hit the bell to subscribe. It's in one of these corners, and it will be awesome if you do that. Trent is going to go ahead and lead us off into another beer while I mute my echo.
I think that echo was you hearing yourself on my phone when I opened up
Yep,
YouTube.
it's definitely me because I forgot to hit
Oh,
the mute button.
well, it's definitely him, guys.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that's you.
well, I have here something that I've brought on the Blockchain Brew show before, but gonna bring it back again because I have a fridge full of beer that I actually need to drink before I buy new beer. So
That's a
it's
good problem.
yeah, it's called, being financially responsible. Anyways,
Wait, is that COVID on the front of the can?
no, those are hops. But it does look like the cytokine storm. The COVID cytokine storm that happens in your lungs. That's a good
Yeah.
point. Anyways, we've got Lupulin Collider Batch 5, and this is a triple dry hopped triple India Pale Ale with
So are you
Mhm.
gonna be able to rate it a higher rating this time, or is it gonna be the same rating? Or is it growing
Hey,
on you so you
hey,
can rate it
this
higher?
this one I don't remember what I gave it. So, I don't know. I'll have to go
So
back and find
depending
out.
on the batch, this could be a better batch or a worse batch.
Well, I only have batch 5, but, it's the same batch. But I mean,
No, like that, like the brewed batch. You
Oh,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, 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 yeah. I get what you're saying. Um, well, and it's also sat a little bit longer than when I've had it the last time, so we'll see. Um, but yeah, guys, a triple dry hopped. That means that
Like,
they're taking dry hops and adding them into later stages of the brewing process. So, if a hazy IPA is double dry hopped, that means that they're not just adding the hops in the initial stage of the brewing process. They're waiting later and then adding a whole nother release of dry hops into the brew later on into the brew, and that makes it, that much hoppier. Guys, this is a triple dry hopped, triple India Pale Ale, a hazy IPA, with coming in at 10% exactly, and it's hopped with Crush, Mosaic, Citra, Nelson, and Galaxy. So there's 4 hops coming forward here. It's going to be kind of complex and really hoppy. So
flavor blast. That's what we like to talk
yeah.
about. You didn't smell the aroma. You were in a hurry to have this beer. It must have been a Friday. Friday after work. Look at that color, guys. It's beautiful. It's actually, if you guys notice, it's less orangey than this last couple of them that he's opened up. It's more almost like
it
a pineapple juice.
it is good observation. It's yeah, the color on those monkish beers, there's nothing that really matches it exactly. Um there's a lot of head on that. I need to fix that. I need to get my camera where it's not up here because I'm pouring it at an angle, and
Yeah.
I'm not getting a good pour that way.
Well,
Um,
at least it's not getting on you.
yeah, yeah.
I'm still trying to figure that one out. The camera angle. Each time you drink a different beer, your eyes go into a different direction when you're trying to think about how to describe it.
Well, they say that if you look to the left
You're
while
lying
you're
about the
while
flavor.
you're while you're in a conversation, well, you're lying or you're constructing. Those are two different things. They're similar, but constructing does not mean that you're lying. It just means you're constructing. So, and they say that looking to the right means you're remembering. Anyways,
Did you say
guys, there's
constricting?
constructing,
Oh, I thought you said
like a
constricting.
construction worker in your mind,
Oh,
in your brain, in your noodle.
my noodle.
Yeah.
I don't think about lost construction men. I don't. I mean, maybe you do. Why don't you tell us about the head now? Moving on.
So there's a lot going on here, guys. Like,
The room.
yeah, there's so much going on here. It's just like a blast of like pineapple and mango, and also a little bit of just pine on the back end. Really subtle, not like a West Coast IPA, but it's there. And it's just hoppy. Like, it's triple dry hopped, and the finish on the mouthfeel is dry. After you drink it, like the finish on it, like you have to kind of subtly notice it, but your mouth is kind of dry afterwards. And what it does is it leaves you like wanting to go back for that next sip right away. So so that's what I got so far.
Not too bad. Well, what I got today is a Falcon Cloak Triple Horn Brewery Company. It's a blonde ale. Look at that decoration on that can.
Nice.
Ooh, pretty, right? Out of Woodinville, Washington. And it's a blonde ale, which, as you guys know, I'm not too familiar with ales. The last one I had was the Pelican Ale out of Oregon, which had like a real, almost like a dry brown sugar aftertaste near the end of it. So I've never had a blonde ale, so this is kind of new. I'm assuming it's probably very similar but smoother, but we'll figure it out. So I got my Lotro mug, for those who don't know, or in the Nerd Fest. That's Lord of the Rings online. Stand up. I'm trying to get my fingernails under that sucker. Oh, there it goes. That was a good pop. Good pop. All right, I'm gonna pour it in. It's very amber colored.
Nice.
Yeah, very ambered. Aroma, man, it doesn't have like a real strong smell to it. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll show the camera the head. It's in there, just barely. I don't want my trick is not to pour it on myself. I guess I poured it better than Trent did because I only got about 2 inches. I think didn't rise up too much. I don't, how to describe the smell. Maybe it's because an ale. It almost smells like rye bread. Have you ever smelled rye? Like it's kind of like I don't know how to describe it. It's a very unique, like bread like smell to it.
Rye whiskey is a lot like that. That's why I prefer bourbon. But I have had a couple of rye whiskeys that I've liked.
Well, let me try this out. I'll let you guys know the taste. Like, I have to let you know as it goes on, but it kind of tastes like a little bit like aged wood. I don't know how to describe that.
Okay.
It was not like the last ale I had was super harsh. This had no harshness to it. It was like, like amber, not amber, but like wood chips you get for like your stove to smoke your beef with. It was like I don't know how to describe it, like one of those dried wood chips that have been flavored with rye bread.
Dude, I'm digging that. A lot of what you're saying reminds me of like a really hot, like double oaked bourbon.
I think that's what's part of it's coming through. I just took another sip and there was a lot more flavor to it.
Yeah.
It does have like an oat taste to it. And which, yeah. Interesting. I wonder if that's because it's a blonde and the last one I had was not a blonde. So I'll let you know as the night goes on how it warms up and how it ends up tasting.
He likes the blonde, guys.
Hey, at least I'm not thinking about construction workers. Leading into head and aroma, so and taste. You can talk. You can think about that. At least I'll think about my blondes. It's all fun and games.
What does the market got for us today?
Market overview.
I know you've been
blood.
I know you've had a lot on your mind when it comes to the market today. You want to start us off?
Me. Of course I can lead us off, but I gotta find my mousy mouse first.
I'm also gonna take 1 second and throw my phone on the charger.
Yeah. Hey, wait. Come back. I'm hoping you could share my screen.
Oh, all right. Be right there.
Be right there. Be right there.
You were hoping I could share your screen.
Yes.
Oh, there it is. Go for it.
Boom. Here we go, guys. So let's go into where we're looking at.
The one and only Market Cipher.
The one and only. As you can see that we were trading this. I'm on the 2 hour.
Have you ever seen that dude's face?
No.
Okay. Just one.
Have you?
No.
I mean, I could take a couple guesses.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
he
feel
has
like
very
we
long
all
hair.
know in our mind what Crypto Face's face looks like, but
Yeah, I know, right? Well, so as you can see up here, Trent, we were trading this channel. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Oh, my mouse is not working. Bing bong. And CryptoFace said today it's like
slopping and groping.
Slopping and groping. That's it, man. Up and down, up and down. People didn't know it. Long to short. And he said this is usually a sign or an indicator that people got super, super bullish in and thought that people were going to long the crap out of it. I changed my wording right there. And when he was saying that, he expected a short to come downhill like this or a crazy drop. That way we could hit like bear market, like, the max fear, which would give us a clarity roadway to run ahead. Because if you go out and look on the weekly time frame, I'm stealing from him because he's the master, right? He said we got an anchor wave right here, big old boy, with fear oscillator wave running out. And if we get this little wave down here to start flipping, we're off to the races. Up and away is what we're going to end up doing, which will take us on a multi-week run. That's right, a multi-week run. You know, we flopped up here, we grew up down here, and we're going to flop up here. There's your 140 mark. We're not too far away. I don't think so. Let's just go back out. Just keep pumping. But in the short term, you know, today was a kind of a bloody day, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you can see everything else over here, but I mean, everything's down. Crow coin's down, you know. Woof. But we're still above the 10-cent level, just barely. But that's a good psychological level, and we probably won't fall below it. Hopefully. We got Solana just getting crushed. Where's ETH at? He actually did pretty good.
Hey, go back to Solana.
What was Solana?
Guys, I'm speaking purely from intuition here, okay? So don't hold me to this. Not even like talking the chart. I'm just saying purely intuition, watching this market do its thing since it really started in an uptrend in Q4 of 2023, I'd say December 2023. You know, and the market's had its bloodbaths, it's had its cool offs, it's had its boring times, okay, but you know, something did change in December 2023 leading up to the Bitcoin ETF approval in Q1 of 2024. that's when Solana really ripped, from its bear market lows of $9, and we kind of all knew that, hey, we were in for another run, and it might not look exactly like the other runs, but we all knew that we were in for it. Oh, yeah, go ahead and put your screen back.
Oh, I was
Or
going to
are
switch.
you?
I was
Are you?
switching to crypto bubbles.
Oh, okay, go for it. Yeah, yeah.
That's what I was
Go
switching
ahead and do
to.
that. Anyways, so here's my thing
Woo!
about Solana. We saw on Tyler's screen that Solana was coming in at $128, right?
And
And
28.
again, this is just
Yeah.
my perception of watching this market do its thing, is that I'd say for about 8 months now, like when Solana gets down to $125, it's kind of a harbinger for the rest of the market that we're bottoming. Like, it's very difficult for Solana to get much lower than about
I mean,
$125.
just look at that. In the past year, you're just right here. I just can't see it, man. That's the bottom right there. And tell me in the whole year, this whole freaking year, that's all the lowest we've ever gone. He ain't going lower. I would take a long on that bet.
Yeah. I mean, like, I would take a low leverage long on Solana right now and feel really good about it. I wouldn't take.
Not financial advice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't I wouldn't go more than 2x. Like, guys, you shouldn't be in this mindset where you need your next big trade to change your life. You know what I mean? Like, you need wins to add up over time. And what I would feel comfortable with is a 2x long. I'm in a 2x long right now on Render, and I'm in a 2x long on Ondo, and I feel really good about both of those.
Whoa,
And
did you say Ondo?
Ondo, yeah.
Oh my gosh. You did not just say Ondo.
Yeah.
Wow,
Render
look
and
at that.
Ondo.
Look at that flipping flopping, man. Just kind of flip flopped. And we got a little excitement right there. And here we are. We're down. For the weekly, for Ondo, we're about break even, which is actually a
Mhm.
really good time to put a trade in or something. Because I like
Yeah.
this price point, man. I really dig in that. Look at that double top. Oof, nasty. You knew that stuff was probably coming down. Here we are for the year. And like you said with Soul, man, look at that, dude. We're right there on that maximum pain. Not much lower. I guess you could go to 56 cents on this very tiny little dot right there, which I
Sh-
just don't see it.
shout
Just
out
don't
to
see it.
our boy Hal. Hey, you know YouTube Studio has this feature where you can see the top community member of your channel for the last like 28 days or whatever. And it does it by how many times someone has commented and stuff. And Hal is our number one community member according to YouTube Studio metrics here on the Blockchain Brew Show. So shout out to Hal. And
Oh,
decrypting crypto one brew at a time. That
you,
sounds like an AI title if I've ever heard one, but I like it.
mhm. That's a slogan we can use at the end. You
I, I
know,
do I do want to say one thing before we keep going into the market. I'm gonna share my screen real quick.
wait,
While I'm
can
shouting
I show one more thing?
oh yeah, go
I
for it.
was going to show you right here before you pull me off.
Yeah.
Even though like you were talking about Solana and
Hmm.
everything else completely down, and we were just talking about Undo,
Hmm.
for the year, Undo is up 51 spots. 51 spots from where it was at. So it was barely in the top 100 a year ago, and it's
Yeah.
at 39. That's showing you
Yeah.
strength. That's showing you strength. Because even though
Yeah.
everything else is down, it didn't fall as low as everything else.
Yeah.
I don't care what this says right here. This number right here says it's up 51 spots,
Yeah.
which is
And
incredible right here.
part of that is a big token release. Um, And so if the supply doubles and the price stays the same, well, the market cap is going to double. But it does show a huge sign of strength that the supply went up and the price didn't crash. So
Yeah. And if you look at Solana, it's technically down 1 rank. And you know what brought it down?
XRPZ.
You know it. It bumped it.
XRP on me, he said. But yeah, before we keep going into market, I just want to point out one thing, and while we're shouting people out, and I'm just gonna say, and I'll pull you back up here in a minute. I just want to say, here's our Instagram over here, and I just want to say shout out to my boy Eric for starting this Instagram for us and managing it for us, and he's writing all these descriptions himself, and he wants to see us do well and spread some good vibes to everyone. And like the whole concept of some of these beer pics that you're gonna keep seeing on the Instagram, this Eric is like kind of my inspiration for that, because if you go to his channel, or if you go to his Instagram, I'll actually show you. Why
You
not?
know what?
Why not?
I gotta do too, Trent. As I gotta mail. I gotta marry him. I was gonna say I gotta mail him I should mail him my beer cans, and then he could get a group picture of all of them.
Right?
All the with yours, all the different flavors.
This is can you see this? He does these vibey pics of like his action figures and his beers. So he's got a good monkish beer right here. Beats is Infinite. And if he's got a Bottle Logic Barrel Aged Stout up here. And man, I like this one. I miss Modern Times beers. Right there on the lake. So yeah, I mean, he was kind of my inspiration for
that's my favorite. Go back
what?
up.
What?
Sierra. Yeah, I love that one. That's a fantastic beer. Fan-freaking-tastic.
So yeah, shout out
here in Nevada. Yes.
Shout out to Eric, and give Shadow _hand 000 a follow on Instagram. And let me go ahead and take
follow
that off. Oh, and
think of construction workers when you follow him.
One other thing that I wanted to say, where am I at over here?
Sideways. Did you lose yourself?
View your channel. Share this tab instead. I also want to say, shout out to my wife Molly, and shout out to Vanessa for making some of these thumbnails for us. They're looking good. You can definitely tell which ones were mine because they're not good.
Daddy's home.
Hey, Molly.
You can tell which thumbnails are mine because, like, look at this. Look at this one that's titled Hazy Triple IPA Lupulin Collider. I don't know how to make the pictures just pictures of us and not like just a screenshot of our background in it, So you can tell which ones I did, but I'm trying my best, guys, because, content is content, right?
And I got a bunch of crazy stuff to talk to you guys about tonight. I do, man. I like HBAR, and I'm gonna pull into it. Why I like it.
I popped you back up on the screen, by the way.
I see that.
Okay.
I don't. Not too much more crazy stuff to really share. I mean, Sui's up 2 spots for the week. Down 1 for the month, but for the year is also up 35 people. Not as good as Undo though. Not as good as Undo. No, I guess the competition gets harder as longer it goes. Right. Here's my favorites list. All the coins that I track regularly. We talked about Beam Guys twice this week. It pretty much gave it all back. What we were talking about. I mean, we were saying it's like 7.4 went up. I don't know, that was like almost 30% in the course of like this nice long 3 or 4 day run we had. We gave it all back in a day and a half. Of course. Thank you, Bitcoin. But crypto.com, man, it's still holding strong. 30% still for the week. That is a good trade. That was a good trade for us. And we got to right here. So this is where the World Liberty Finance ETF news was announced. And then right here, I didn't say, is what caused this little spike right here. We had yesterday was the SEC dropped the crypto.com case. They are no longer going after him. They said they said zero net gain from that. Everything is completely dropped. No fines, nothing.
Yeah.
So which is really huge. And that's another reason why we jumped up. The roads are getting paved, man, for the ETF to come. And great things are going to come. You can see my meme coins I watch. I think Pepe is the dominant ETH one. I think Bonk is the dominant Solana one. Because I don't believe in WIF. I never did. And I could have made money on it. I didn't believe in it. But and I got my Turbo over here for a fun one because I like the AI aspect. But anyways, Trent, what do we got going for us next? Or do you want me to head into HBAR talk?
Well, I'll look at one thing real quick, and I'll add back to stage here. Come over to TradingView and share this tab instead. So, right here on the daily chart, guys, the fact still remains that we put in this bullish divergence here, right? Okay. And this one down here, when you come to the RSI, let me remove that and I'll redraw it for you. Okay. Coming up. Oh. So we had the price coming down as the momentum was coming up. It's classic bullish divergence. And, we started what looks like a little bit of a rising wedge right here. After that divergence, okay? And you can see that right there. So guys, that rising wedge was going to break down. And where's it going to break down to? I mean, at worst back here at, around the bottom. I'll draw my horizontal line right there. Coming in at $76,749. Okay. Best case scenario is we put in a higher low up here where we have 1, 2, 3 candle bodies and one wick touching right here at this level. Sorry, I didn't click it. There we go. So coming in right about here at $80,946. So that's going to act as support. And where does that align with? It aligns. It comes right in here on this next volume node right here that we caught, which sometimes these little ones do catch the price, even though they're little. Look at this little volume node right here. It caught the price at $76,749, even though you might have been thinking to yourself that it would come all the way down here to this bigger node. So
it almost looks to me too like you can correct me if I'm wrong, almost like a little bit of a bull trap, thinking that we're gonna break out and then kind of slams us back down. Not like a long term, just like the next couple of days before you get that. Like I was just saying, fear is in the market, and then they can take it and run. Take it and run, man. That pick six,
Well, this bullish divergence tells me we're getting a higher low. So, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But eh, game of percentages, I'm going to be right on this one more often than I'm wrong. And the other thing that I'll say, I'll
You should.
share this tab instead. I'm going to come over here to Benjamin Cowan's Twitter, who's on our thumbnail, I believe. And where was
That was
he?
Benjamin Cohen.
Nah. So here's his tweet. Said, and basically right on cue, Bitcoin starts dumping into the upcoming death cross. What typically happens is a dump into the cross and then a counter trend rally on the other side of the cross or the day it occurs. Okay. So what he's saying here is that you have a death cross that looks like it's coming. And a death cross is kind of subjective in a way because it's any time a lower time frame crosses under a higher time frame moving average. So it could be, the 50 crossing underneath the 200 or the 21 crossing underneath the 200 or the 7-day crossing under the 50. There's a lot of ways to there's more than one way to skin a cat, and there's more than one way to form a death cross. But right here, if I come back to Trading View and I take away my drawings, then you see that if you're taking the 21 and the 200, that we actually already had a death cross right here. In that regard. And so on his chart, I have the exponential moving averages up, and he's probably showing you the simple moving average, or maybe even just the moving average. And it looks like that white line is the 21 for him. So the pink could be like the 7-day maybe. But either way, you have these death crosses, and guys, it's a lagging indicator where it usually marks the bottom. It's a lagging indicator. You see a death cross and you think to yourself, that's a harbinger of bad news and the market's going to keep dumping. No, death crosses, by the time you get a death cross, here's the point. By the time you get a death cross, the dump has pretty much played its course. That's the real takeaway. And you see yesterday on Benjamin Cowan's Twitter, you see a similar thing. Yesterday, he said Bitcoin has a death cross coming up soon. You may notice that local lows tend to occur around that time. And he has a little arrow pointing to each time it happened. You see you see his pink line crossing his white line right here, right? And every time it happens, the dump has already played out. So, guys, it's just more evidence to me that, in my opinion, we are bottoming, and we're like on our way up. Spring 2025, mid 2025 bull run. So
multi-week run, here we come. You know it. Bang, bang, bang. Chicka, chicka, train plane. You thought we were gonna sell it, man, walk away, guys. We are sticking to it, man. The path may have changed slightly, but don't worry, we got you guys. You ready to go to the next segment? I already started sharing my screen, so you could lead me into that one. And then I'm going to read this, close this screen out. I'm going to instantly move into another screen. So anyways, gentlemen and gentle ladies, we're going to go to BitGo once I find my mouse. So I thought it was super interesting, and I'm going to tie it all together for you in this beautiful picture. You are going to be so excited to see it. So we got BitGo right here. Meet USD1, the established.
Shout out to
built-
Solution Coaches. Sorry.
You got it, man. Meet USD1, the stablecoin built for institutions. At Will Liberty Fi is launching a fully backed dollar redeemable stablecoin, secured, auditable, and designed for scale. BitGo is delighted to provide custody and prime services for delivering the trust and infrastructure to global. At Zach Woodcoff, Zach Folkman, at Watch a Chase, and Baylor Myers now supporting. Guys, what's huge about this is not a lot of people know this, but BitGo is actually a Hedera governing council member. So what this means is HBAR or Hedera is going to be bringing Trump's company their stablecoin, which will be pretty big. And I'm going to lead into another. Once I find my mouse again, because it seems to disappear, I'm going to close the screen, Trent. We're going to open up another beautiful screen for you because I love opening screens for you, just so you know. Once I find my other screen, it is in here, and you see. Ooh. All right. You get pulled up?
Yes,
no.
there you go.
No. Why is it not moving over? I am tweaking it. Sorry, I actually pressed play, so we are gonna rewind it just a little bit.
Don't tweak it. Definitely don't twerk
There we
it.
go. All right. No, we don't want to tweak it. Yeah, there. So, anyways, gentlemen, gentle ladies, these are Hedera's governing councils. We got Aberdeen here, which is one of Europe's greatest hedge funds, where they manage it. That's like Europe's version of BlackRock. That's a governing council. We got Comfra. I'm not 100% sure what Comfra is, to be honest with you, but we can look it up. We have Google.
Well,
Everybody knows Google. You can literally Google Hefra. and then we got Magalu, which I'm not too familiar with, but we got a bank in here. That's one of the governing councils. We got Swirls, which is Hedera. We got Mondelez's, which is also like that's a crackers, Ritz, Oreos, pretty much everything they own. Hitachi, everybody knows Hitachi. We got Dell Computers in there, Australian Payments and Plus, Avery Dennison, Denton's. Few of these I am not too familiar with, but everybody knows IBM. They pretty much make a crap load of everything. We got NSC, unfamiliar with, but we got Ubisoft as a gaming company, Nomura, IIT Majors, T-Mobile, everybody knows. There's our BitGo we were just talking about, guys. I told you I was going to start tying it in. BitGo right there, making our stable coin on Will Liberty Finance, Trump's network, DLA Piper, LG. We got ServiceNow, WorldPay, which everybody's heard of, or actually I'd like to think everybody's heard of it, but they're working on government payments around the world. We got Zane, Shinhao Bank. We got LSE, EDF, and Chainlink. That's a sleeper blue chip, guys. I'm telling you, Chainlink is a solid pick. Everything connects with Chainlink sooner or later. And so, I don't know, man. I'm thinking that there's some big things coming to Hedera. I mean, what do you think just off that? I mean, plus, I got the Hedera hoodie. That's right. My good friend Jim picked it up from me from the Denver conference that Hedera had, and he said it was a wild show, and they're bringing so much utility to their network, and they're talking about the future because currently that they don't provide a lot of rewards for staking companies, but they sounds like they're changing how they operate that, and probably in the next bull run, I'm assuming. But there are a lot of exciting things being built on top of Hedera. Not to mention, it's an ISO 222, just like XRP. That's huge. Any of the ISO companies, you can't go wrong with. I'm just saying that. Not financial advice, but if I had to get any cryptos, you'd want an ISO 222s, which is ADA, you got XRP, Hedera, Stella, Well, it's a few other ones I'm thinking of, Trent, that are
Well,
also 200s. Do you know any off the top of your head?
yeah. I think LCX maybe.
Mm.
But guys, here's the thing. Every time that you see XRP, can you hear that? By the way, that's squeaking. That's my dog. Sorry.
Every time you hear XRP, it means go buy more because this bull run ain't over for XRP. I'm thinking we will see $19.27 by the end of this run. That is my price target. I've heard of some people say $8 to $10. You know, maybe that is. I heard that's like the tier 3 or tier 4 phase breakout, but we shall see. I've seen some technical analysis with some unusual patterns that say on an 8-year pattern trend following the wedge, you got $19.27, imitating the 2017 bull run. What are you
Well,
saying about XRP?
anytime that you see XRP and XLM move, just know that you may want to be looking at the charts for Algorand and HBAR to be moving shortly afterwards. You see XRP
Whoa.
and you see XLM go on a big rip, then get your charts out, consider a low leverage long or something, or maybe even just a spot buy for XLM and sorry, for
HBAR, no,
Algorand and
HBAR before a XLM.
Yeah. and here's the reason why. Not that I like XLM, it's just it's going to move every time XRP moves. And you're looking for algo and you're looking for HBAR, not because they do all the same things as XRP. They're not they don't really exist for cross-border payment solutions, and they are more of a layer 1 solution. But because they're in that ISO 20022 narrative, you're going to see them move after XRP and XLM move. So, yeah, I mean, I'm bullish on HBAR. I don't own any, but I'm bullish on HBAR. Shout out to Breezy. I know she loves her HBAR.
Well, me too, man. Me too. And another thing too, but interesting about Stellar Lumens is that I never was a huge fan of it because my thought process was, why buy XRP when why buy Stellar when you can buy XRP, which is regulated? It's got the backing of everything, the partnerships everywhere, which I'm sure Stellar does too. I just don't know as many. Your talk is so funny, and I do believe when XRP broke out of its trend, Stellar went from 8 cents to 55 cents. So 8 cents to 55 cents, Trent, for Stellar Lumens. And when XRP broke out, I think it actually outperformed XRP.
It did. It did. And it will because of market cap, but that's okay. I mean, like that's the thing about, crypto and charts and individual choices. Profit off of it if you want to. I don't want to. I don't want to hold any XLM. I'm in XRP and I don't want to over diversify. And that is what it is. And if I leave some profits on the table because of that, then call me stupid, I guess. But I don't want to over diversify and I don't want to chase more bags than I have to. And XRP is my cross-border payments play.
Mm-hmm.
And it's my only cross-border payments play.
But you wish you had HBAR. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because HBAR is developing RWAs and real-world assets using securities through Red Swan as well. What was I going to say? What these council members are over here, where's my mouse? I lost it again. Too many screens. So with these government council members, they do have to become a governing council. They have to buy a node, which is not cheap. There's only so many. I mean, how many nodes does Ethereum have? Like, crazy amount, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I mean, most blockchains have a lot of nodes, and you can clearly see that the governing
Yeah.
council does not have Hedera does not have very many. And so these companies are working on development on Hedera and trying to figure out how to use their. It's interesting. Did you know Hedera is not a blockchain?
Yeah, it's a hash graph.
It's a hash graph and it's a DAG, which is another really interesting concept about Hedera that I like. But
Yeah.
not everybody likes it, but I like it. And we'll go into that long hour or two conversation because lots of people have something to say about that. But anyways, yeah, I
For
said
all intents and
222.
purposes, though, for our newcomers to crypto, for all intents and purposes, it's like blockchain. I mean, there's just a
It's
few
very similar.
nuances. Yeah. Because blockchain's hard enough for people to understand as it is, let alone that. But shout out to BitBoy, something I always used to hear him say, and it's really true. Like I was hearing him say this since 2021 that something that discourages people from investing in the space is, well, I don't understand the intricacies of the code and how blockchain works, but you don't understand the HTTP protocol that the internet is built on either, but you use it every day. Right.
That's
So,
true. You don't know.
yeah.
You don't need how to build an engine to drive a car. You just don't need
Right.
how the key turns and gas pedal brakes.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's your
Um,
least favorite of all cryptocurrencies?
my least favorite of all cryptocurrencies, dude, that's a tough one. I mean, I'm gonna give you a few. Coming in at my number one least favorite cryptocurrency, Polkadot, because I have ethical issues with the people behind the scenes, and
Well,
I care
technically,
about
Gavin Wood was
human
removed.
dignity.
Yeah, I do too. Gavin Wood was removed from the company, though. I think. Well,
Really?
he was definitely removed from a certain role in that company for sure. And I do believe this. He's no longer the head guy because of it.
See, is it one of those things where like he's no longer the head guy, but he's still like
I'm sure
the
he has
shadow
some sort of power. I
figure?
mean, he has to have some sort of shadow figure because he developed the blockchain. I'm sure there's a way he could bring it down if he really wanted to.
Yeah, I mean it's like saying Charles Hoskinson is no longer the head guy at Cardano because it's decentralized government now.
Yeah, but
And
Charles Hoskinson developed a panic button he could push at any time and destroy ADA.
that is not true.
How do you know that? You just went mute, Trent. I can't hear you.
Oh, did I? Did I really?
You did. You really did.
Oh, my finger tapped that's why.
Yeah, you can't hear you.
Unmute. Yeah.
Unmute. So like you were saying, like I said, you don't really know, and then you unmute to say nothing, either curse words or your ethics.
Look.
You don't
Charles
know.
Hoskinson is he burned his I really need to figure out what this thing is called, but he burned his like founder key or whatever, gave him like special access more than the next person. Because we have entered the age of Voltaire, which is the age of the era. Taylor Swift had her Eras tour, right?
Wait, who's Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift,
She doesn't matter. She's not in crypto. She's practically a nothing burger.
T Swizzy.
She's a groper, flipping and flopping. Sorry,
Taylor
guys,
Swift
I
had
had
her
to say it.
Eras tour, which People Magazine or something already gave it the tour of the century, and the century's not even over yet. It's like the century's not even 30 years in yet.
Feminine. Get that nastiness out of my face.
Anyways, Cardano has its own kind of Eras tour. Shelley, Byron,
That's when you
Godin,
went with Taylor
Voltaire.
Swift. Out of everybody in the music industry, you went with Taylor flipping Swift. Oh,
Eras.
man.
It's the eras thing, you know?
You know, I could sing better than Taylor Swift. I just don't got the marketing.
Let's hear it.
No, I'm not marketing it to you. You just shamed me by mentioning her face. You don't get that. That's not a privilege you get. No, it's not happening. Don't happen. I'll do it for Molly. Not for you.
Anyways, you know, we are in the Voltaire era for Cardano, and it's decentralized government, and Charles doesn't make the decisions. But he obviously, from a community sentiment standpoint and from a networking standpoint, he obviously still has a great social impact on the future of Cardano, and any founder would. And no pun intended on Gavin Wood, but you know, any founder would have that, and I, you know, that's why I'm still out on Polkadot, no matter what Gavin is doing. My next least
How many?
favorite.
Do you know how many people are in Polkadot that don't know the dark sides of Gavin Woods?
I don't know, but you ever wonder why you never hear anything about Polkadot on crypto YouTube? Like nobody talks about it.
No,
I
now you
forget that
mention
it
I wonder.
exists half of the time.
You're right. You know, Polkadot used to be one of my biggest holdings in the last bull run.
Watch, search on crypto YouTube. Just pull up YouTube and type in Polkadot. See when the most recent video comes up.
Also, it is down. Okay, I can't show you because I'm not screen sharing, but it's down.
Got you. Oh, wait,
got
no,
me?
you're not there. Oh, no,
No,
you're not up in order for me to get you.
Well, I didn't know you had a P right in the middle of me sharing. That was not something I was planning for.
I was letting my puppy inside.
Oh, goodness. I think I shared the wrong one with you, but I can make it work.
Oh, there it is. Got it.
Okay, we're gonna go look up some dot while Trent goes to the bathroom. Okay, well, in the last day, it hasn't moved a rank. It's rank 20. We go to the weekly. Hasn't moved out of rank. Still rank 20.
Bro,
Moved up one. We moved up
one.
one rank in the last month. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was a scam, something that shot up real fast, like Trump coin or something, and fell back out. I have no idea. So I did make money in Trump coin. We go to the year. It's down 7 spots. It was 13. Now, granted, like the top 20, it's really hard to move one. It's down 7 freaking spots of crypto, and those are all new cryptos that were created this bull run. That's not a good sign, guys.
That's embarrassing. If this was a football team and they had a season that was this bad, like people would say, just don't come back.
And it's super inflationary, right? Well, not only that, but its peak, like its highest peak when everything was up is only freaking $10. You know, I get this. Let's go to your ADA, you know? Let's just go to here it is right here. I don't have to search it. ADA, right? Its freaking bottom was 31 cents. Its peak was $1.23. That's a freaking 4x, maybe a little bit more on freaking ADA. I almost said XRP. Freaking ADA. Dot only did
and the only reason
increase on its best part of this year.
Yeah.
Like, you're kidding me, bro. That's so bad.
Absolutely. The only reason that it's only up 7.5% on the year is just because it had a nice little Q4 run you know, last year. That's the reason why. Or it had a nice Q1 2024 after the Bitcoin ETF. But if you measure it from the low,
and ADA has not really gone down any ranks. It has been number 9. And at one point, we were down 1 rank this month. It was number 8. But every other freaking day, it was number 9. So it really hasn't.
Well, and if you take away, you know, the 2 stable coins that are in the top 10, then it's really number 7. And if you take away Bitcoin and Ethereum,
This
then it's really like the
Litecoin,
4th or 5th biggest.
Litecoin is ahead of
Yeah.
Polkadot. Like the hell, and Mantra and layer 2 on top of Ethereum. Oh no, not that's rendering power, right? Mantra's rendering. It's a render power, but they came out of freaking nowhere. It's passing them. Like the heck,
Guys.
the Leo token, like bro.
Guys,
know?
this isn't clickbait, and this isn't a premature declaration from a YouTuber about something being dead. But Polkadot is dead, I believe. Like, what is it going to have to do for the rest of this bull run to prove that it's not dead? I have a sin to confess too, and for right now, this live stream is going to be a confessional, and Tyler's going to be my priest, and I'm not a Catholic. I don't believe that we should confess our sins to a priest. I believe that we should confess our
Just
sins
confess
to
them to a
God.
regular person like me.
Yeah,
Confide in me.
and
Give
we
me your
should confess
deepest
one another,
secrets, Trent.
June 5.
Just tell me.
Yeah. So at the end of 2021, if you recall, the top was in November. Ranger, stop. Sorry. The top was in November, and we were still betting on a Santa rally. That's called Euphoria. And
usually it is October, November, December. Those are supposed to be 3 fantastic months. December.
Yeah, but in my heart of hearts, I knew that the top was in November because Carl from the Moon Show showed us a huge bearish divergence. And we just wanted to believe it was going back up. But anyways,
I just can't believe Dot, man. Hyperliquid. I don't even know what Hyperliquid is. It's getting right up on Polkadot's rear end.
Yeah.
Why?
So here's my confession. Come Christmas of that year, I still believed the market was going back up. And me and my wife were headed to Ohio for Christmas. And I thought to myself, you know what I'm going to get everyone for Christmas? I'm going to get everyone like $20 of crypto. Someone said Ranger, no. Stop Ranger. Somebody stop Ranger for the love of God. So I thought to myself,
What are you trying to say?
Is that you, Tyler?
What me?
So I thought to myself,
confess to me, child.
I am confessing. I thought to myself, I'm gonna get everyone like $20 of crypto for Christmas. And Molly's little cousin was like, I'm not gonna say her name on the stream. She was like I don't know, 13 years old at the time. Well, no, that was 4 years ago. Jeez. I don't. She was like 11. She was like 11
17 now, 13 to 17.
Yeah, no, she was like 11 years old at the time. And so I got, it's like a family of 4, like her aunt and uncle and cousins. And so I got the dad like $20 of Ethereum, I think, or maybe just Bitcoin. I got the mom like $20 of Ethereum. They're safe, conservative type of people. And when I got the older boy, I forget what I got him. And then I got the girl like $20 of Polkadot because Polkadot had a nice little run toward the end of the year, and it's Polkadot. Like, look at the logo; it's cute, Actually, so I got it for the girl because it's cute, and then like later on, I learned that there's a whole dark underbelly to Polkadot that is not good, and also it's dead. The price is dead. So yeah, there you go. I confessed my sins.
You confessed them. Was it that hard?
Yeah.
I actually do like Near. I'm gonna save Near to my favorites because I actually like Near Protocol. I think it's dead. I don't really like Polygon, and I have a really good friend of mine that says The big people will make their money on Polygon, and I don't see it.
Right.
I just don't see Polygon coming back, to be honest with you. They might break even. You know,
Yeah,
I could see
I feel
Polygon
the
going to
same
$2.
way. I feel the same way. The Polygon chart is kind of
Gross.
atrocious.
And you know why I never bought Polygon? I'll tell you right now why I never bought Polygon is because crypto is always evolving, right? And so when Ethereum was like the first one that came out, everything was built on top of Ethereum. And they're like, you know what? Ethereum's too slow. Let's build a layer 2 on top of it. And that'll make it even better. And I was like thinking in my head, I'm going, why would somebody buy a layer 2 for a temporary fix for a coin that's old when there's coins coming out every single day that are going to be better than this older tech? Like, you know, it's like Bitcoin you buy for storing a value, but Polygon is like trying to go to Costco and you tell everybody around you jam their crap into your cart so they can scoot ahead in the line. It's going to take forever that sucker to move. And I don't mean forever as in like when you get up there, it's going to go fast because everybody is going to help you box everything. But like, frick me, man, like it's slow because the sucker is still not up. It's down 80% for the year and 25% for the month. Is that something that you want to be holding right now? Being like, please go up. Please let the new people come in and buy this so I can unload on them and they can hold the hot potato. No, that is something that I am not interested in the nearest. Now, you know something that makes me think if I had to choose between Polygon and Flare Network, I would go Flare all freaking day. Now, Flare is a layer 1 that's built on the main layer 1 that's built on top of XRP. Okay, so now you're talking big freaking news. When you see freaking XRP running like a mofo, you know that Flare gonna be running like a mofo.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it right here. We're down at 13 cents. That's a killer buy because a year ago when XRP got its big news, it went up 41 cents. 40 freaking 1. And then you heard that last little run in December, where Trent was just talking about, and where that was the top. There you go. We made it into December before it freaking peaked. That is a good move. You know, that's a 3x, 300% just to get back up to, I guess not, I'll take it back. Not 300, but say 230%. That's a good freaking move, especially compared to Polkadot, which is only 100% at its peak back in freaking a year ago. Now, Flare is going to be a solid pick. That is something that I'd be keep an eye on.
Yeah, dude, I'm looking at that bubble. Like Chainlink is gonna do good too. Hey, you know what? You know what?
Chainlink's a funny one, man.
Inadvertently turned into tonight.
Wait, where's Chainlink at?
Up. Yeah. You know what this show inadvertently turned into tonight?
A discussion about every freaking thing.
It turned into. It turned into a what did I find in the garbage segment, and what we found in the garbage was a bunch of altcoins.
Hey, just an FYI, the coin that you crapped on all week in our videos is actually doing the best of all these coins on this project. Boop. 4.2, 4.2. Come on. Buy community.
I'm not interested in it.
You don't have to be interested in it. You're just trying to make money. You should have sold your ADA, which is down more. Actually, I take it back. Wow, ADA is just barely down. You should have sold whatever you had besides ADA. And put it in there. You should have sold your XRP, which is your biggest bag, and put it into Picoin.
I definitely should not have. You know why? That's called FOMO.
No, it's called conservatism.
No,
it's called the construction man thinking in the corner of your head saying he should sell that and put it into Picoin.
Look. I just want the Brew Crew. That's what we're calling the community, by the way. I decided that today, the Brew Crew.
You know, I actually like that. I could go with that.
I just got to let the Brew Crew know that Tyler does not actually believe that. He's just messing with you.
Dude, that Litecoin freaking chart looks super gross. That's a triple top. You know, if you see a double top, that's pretty nasty. But a triple top, Trent.
So I'm gonna search something, and I want you to search something else. We'll work together. Find out what the price of Litecoin was like sometime in 2019.
Why do I have to search that one? I could just pull it up on TradingView.
Well, that's what I mean. But I have to search what I'm searching for.
What are you searching for?
I'll show you in a minute.
Can you just give me a hint?
Yeah, it has to do with whiskey.
Not bourbon?
Yeah, bourbon actually. Bourbon whiskey.
Oh my gosh, Trent, you're killing me right now. 2019? Like
Yeah.
making me pull up a weekly or a monthly chart?
Yeah.
I think that's a monthly chart, isn't
Well,
it?
you can also just pull up TradingView and
This
say,
mouse doesn't work that
trade.
good, man. I'm trying to tell you this. Okay, 2019, 2021, 2019, 2019 what?
Huh?
2019 what?
Just find like its lowest price or whatever.
You know what? I just realized on the monthly chart, Litecoin does not look very sexy. I'm like, it's looking oversold. I'm like, I really hope this green dot plays out, because if not, Litecoin might not have a beautiful future. I'm just saying, man. Let's just be real here, you know. And the money flow is kind of like tempering out. What'd you ask me?
Like find like a low for Litecoin in 2019.
How low do you want to go? I mean, it's low in 2019. You want me to give you the number right now?
Yeah.
Was $22.
Okay.
That was its low on Saturday the 1st, December 18, which is kind of ironic because didn't we just say Saturdays or Decembers are supposed to be good? So this is a year after the bull run.
Yeah.
Because if you go back to December 2017, you know what its high was? $366. It went from $366 to, what did I say, $22? $22. Oh, baby, that is a crash. Talk about a crash.
My math is a little bit off here, but I'm going to show you something. I'll be right back.
Did Litecoin not make a new all-time high? Oh, yeah, I did. It went from 300. You guys can't see my chart. From December, it was at 366 in 2017 to 4 years later, actually a little bit more than 4, to sell in May and walk away, we hit up $413. Made a $50 change. And you know what? I actually can almost see is a bigger chart here playing out.
So I'll add you back to the screen in a minute. I mean this. I would have rather bought a bottle of this. I picked this up just the other day, by the way.
You can't see it. It's blurry.
I would have rather bought a bottle of this.
No, it's not coming in, Trent.
What?
It's not coming in.
How
I'm just
now?
kidding. No, I'm just messing with you. I'm sorry.
I would have rather bought a bottle of Colonel E.H. Taylor single barrel any day if I could find it at MSRP. If I could find it at retail price for about $60, I would buy one of those any day over buying Litecoin. Because
Man,
I'll tell you why. Look, if people that were buying this bottle at MSRP for $60 and now it sells for $200 on the secondary market and it holds its value, tell me you wouldn't rather invest in a bottle of bourbon than Litecoin.
Technically, bourbon actually goes up. You know, you can actually buy like barrels and they store it on site, so you don't have to have it at your house, and it accrues.
Right.
It accrues like a lot. Like like 50% a year or some stupid
Right.
number. Like it's
It's an
huge.
appreciating asset. It goes up. That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying like
It's aged, it goes up crazy amount.
here's the bottle, by the way. It's unopened. I toyed around with the idea of doing the first open here on the
You do it right now. Go, just do it. Don't think. Just open it. Just bam, shoot a shot. I applaud you. Let's say no to Ranger and say no to Colonel. Say yes to Colonel.
Hashtag Colonel.
Hashtag Colonel. You got it, man. I dig this. I like this night. This is Good Friday. Call this good, almost Good Friday. You should. There you go. He's gonna open it. He's not. He's gonna put it back in and think about not opening it. Smash that like button if you think he should open it. We get it up to 5, he'll open it.
Hey, if we get up to I don't know. Anyways, the first time I do open
the
it,
likes
it's
are
gonna
going
have
up.
something
Oh,
to do
man.
with
Sarah, go like the live. We need it right now. It's an emergency.
Anyways, when I do look, I'll say it like this: the brew crew is gonna see me open it. I'm probably just gonna wait until we use Molly's new camera before I open it. But yeah, point is exactly your point about the barrels. I was gonna say that, like, there's so many things in the real world that I'd rather buy than Litecoin. Like,
Hey, I did share my screen with you.
Oh, here we go.
On Litecoin. I just want to know, what do you think about this? Is this something that's feasible? And that's a can of close. That's not including the wick.
Well, look, that might happen.
You see the breakouts and it breaks back in. So you could technically say this pattern's still in formation.
Yeah, that might happen, but it's like,
and you
where's it going to come back to? The same bottom? Like, you're not,
those are your wicks.
You're not actually growing year over year.
No, maybe. I mean, if it plays the wick game, let's just say the wicks.
Nobody's touching that wick.
Yeah, you could say though, because if it gets the ETFs, right? And this is actually, you got to say, is a fair bet.
Shout out to JR.
JR, man, what's going on? What's crack-a-lacking? I'm not gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it, dude. $486 for Litecoin is a fairly reasonable number for it to get to. That's like a where are we at? Where's the price of it right now? Actually,
shout out to the crypto queen, the brew queen.
Litecoin's $87. I mean, you're telling me we can't see a 6x? We can see a 6x, Trent. I'm sorry.
A 6x and no.
A 6x on Litecoin, dude. The thing's only $66 billion. That's it. That's like where ADA's at right now.
I know, but I just have
$25
to say no.
So if it goes to where ADA's at, I don't know, man, because where am I at? My brain's shooting too fast.
Here's what we're getting on Litecoin: triple top.
You like that weird freaking polka dot one? Or where's that? Where was that? Was I just looking up? Oh, was that white Litecoin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that weird triple top. It'll be a quad top.
We're getting a
quad top. It won't be a triple
top on the monthly chart.
Man. Well, if it goes up to we're freaking 8 is that now? I think it's possible, man. That's what I think.
Litecoin is not a Gryffindor. Litecoin is like a Hufflepuff. If you know, you know. Let the reader understand.
I think you're worried, man. Getting up those 5 likes.
If Litecoin puts up those kind of numbers, I quit. No, I don't
What,
quit.
to 480? 460? That's where you're gonna
That-
quit at? You're not gonna quit when our freaking meme coins go down 99% in the middle of the bull run?
No, but if Litecoin goes to $1,000, I quit.
Did you see that Litecoin? Hang on, I'm gonna pull
Unless
up.
that means the rest of my bags go like 20x, then I don't quit.
Well, so what's interesting about like SWE, it's like getting ready to curve up, right? Well, then you go look at where they just at Litecoin, right? So we go to Litecoin, Litecoin. Frick me, man. Litecoin USDT. Okay. Dude, this is not a very pretty chart, Trent. There's your triple top right there on the weekly.
Yeah.
And you got, look at this on the monthly. On the monthly, it's like getting over in the hot zone where you don't really want to be, but it wants to curve back down and kind of do this thing down here.
Dude.
That's kind of gross, right? Oh, what Bitcoin? Well, before I judge Litecoin, what's Bitcoin look at on the
Well,
monthly?
to be fair, stuff can stay oversold for quite some time in a bull market. But
Yeah, well, I mean, you could say, I guess, about Bitcoin on the monthly, I guess, if you want. Oh, crap.
not really. Look at those. Look at the peak.
Well, this is momentum. This is momentum, though,
Yeah.
because you got two tops.
Yeah, but look, go back to 2021 and look at the peak of the bubble.
Look
Look at the peak of that momentum wave in April 2021.
You're talking about this month? Oh, 2021.
Yeah, it's quite a bit higher.
Yeah. Man, look at that double top. I should have saw that coming, bro. I should have saw that coming.
Well, that's classic bearish divergence. Like, look at how the second top is just slightly higher than the first top, and then look at how the momentum wave, made a lower low down on the oscillator.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yep. Dude, I remember this day right here when Bitcoin hit freaking, it was 15. I remember being on the exchange
Me
and
too.
putting a buy order in at Bitcoin was $15,500. I was like, threw money in there. I was like, I don't know where I'm gonna get it. Just throw it in there. We'll figure it out later.
Wild.
That was a good buy. Though all my altcoins were not. They all fell another 60% in the coming Bitcoin dominance months. But live and learn. Like I said, 2020 is when I got in. This is my first full cycle. I've learned so much. I think Trent could say the same. We're ready to kill it, and we're going to help you guys out.
Yes. Is that where we end?
I don't know. I mean, it's Friday, so it's kind of like one of those things that I can keep going if you can keep going.
I think that's where we end.
But Ranger needs attention, clearly.
Oh, she's knocked out now.
Knocked out. What did you do to that poor animal?
No, I don't mean like knocked out. I just mean she's like asleep.
No, you didn't literally knock her out. I figured you just drugged her.
No. I would give you a Ranger cam, but I really don't want to wake her up. I need to set up another cam that I can switch to.
Hey, you got 2 cameras now. You can do that.
Yeah, I can.
I'll put one on Sarah.
True.
This is perfect. You do Ranger, you do Ranger, and I'll do Sarah. Babe, you want me on camera? She said yes. That's right, baby girl. We're gonna make you famous.
With all three of our watchers.
Me, you, and Molly.
Wow. Yeah, I think that wraps up a good night.
You're on mute, Trent.
Let's finish with our beer
Like,
review.
no one can hear you.
Oh, yeah, you can. See? Let's finish with our beer review. We'll save your. I know what you found in the garbage, but do you want to save it for next week?
Oh yeah, I gotta pull my pants down. They were wrapping tight on my balls. Woo. Okay, I'm comfortable again.
Let's close with our beer rating, and we'll save your garbage find for Monday.
You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Well, I'm gonna give this an 8.2. I'll have to go back and find
That's
out. what
higher
I
than
gave it.
last time.
Is it? I gave it like an 8, right? Give it like an 8.
Give it a 7.9.
Not what?
Feeling.
Maybe. But
It's growing on you.
It is. It is growing on me. It is. I don't like how dry the finish is.
But it's like the beer talent, the palate on the tongue is evolving.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like how dry the finish is because I feel like I just keep constantly needing something. But because the finish is just so dry, like my mouth is like the Sahara Desert afterward.
You know, I have a secret weapon for you.
What's that?
I can't tell you, but I was right. I found it today, and I was like, "Oh, Sarah!" I was like, "Trent is gonna laugh when he sees this, and it is gonna be total annihilation." Yeah, you're gonna love it. You're gonna think it's hilarious. I'm probably gonna have to send it to your friend in Instagram, Eric, Mr. Eric, the photographer.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, I like 8.2. It was a great beer, and like the flavor was it was a really complex flavor. That dry finish is like keeping it from being a little higher for me, and it is growing on me. Each can that I have.
Yeah.
So, what about you?
So I got the Falcon Cloak. You guys can see it. It's my blonde ale. That's a better angle. Show you the can. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna give it a 7. And primarily because I haven't had too many ales. I think this is my second one. It was a blonde ale, super smooth. I enjoyed it. Enjoyable. Would I buy again? Absolutely. I have no hard feelings for it. Besides the fact, the flavor that I had at the very beginning was all I remember, and I felt it was very lackluster. I didn't have it. It didn't leave me like dry and like not needing to want more. It was smooth and it was good, and I enjoyed it. I just didn't. I like a little bit more flavor to it, like that harshness of that Pelican beer. That was rememberable. And when I got to the end of it, I enjoyed that creme brulee, almost brown sugar, like burnt sugar flavor at the end of that can. This can wasn't super flavorful, but it was also the same problem I had with the puffy IPA I had a few last week or earlier this week. It was just not really rememberable. You know, I love the art on the can. I love the art on this can. I think was great art. It just was not memorable. I see at the store, and I could be like, "That was a great beer," but tasteless.
I'll have to go
it
to
was like
the
oats,
store.
like what you said.
Yeah, I'll have to go
Very
to the
oaty.
store and pick up a 6-pack of 805s because that's a blonde ale, and 805 is a honey blonde ale that you can only really get in California.
I've seen
Um,
805 though.
oh, really? Maybe they've expanded a little bit to West
Maybe,
Coast.
but also I've been in California. I mean, California is like the size of like New Jersey, Rhode Island, New
Yeah.
Hampshire, Vermont, North Carolina, South Carolina, all put together.
Maybe they expanded to West Coast though, because I did drive across the country and like stopped in St. George, Utah, and I was shocked to see one at a gas station. I have an uncle that lives in Ohio, and he whenever he comes out here, he loves 805, but he can't get it out there. And originally it was strictly California, but yeah, I might have to get a 6-pack of those, and it's a lighter ABV. It's only like 4 point something percent. So maybe I'll have to pick it up and crush like a couple of them on the show, because it's a lower percent. And yeah.
Is he saying salt you or salt me?
Oh, the salt is real. I don't know. Who posted that, Sarah?
What are you talking about? No, the one
It's
above
coming
that one.
from
You silly
Oh.
goober.
Oh, salt it. Oh, and then and then Sarah said the salt is real. Oh, that's my mom. She said salt it.
Salt the ale or salt the 805?
Yeah, put some salt in the 805. Just
Um,
like a pinch.
yeah.
Yeah. It's actually it's in a light lager. It's good. It sounds weird, but if you have a light lager like a Coors Light or a Michelob Ultra or like a
Do
Bud
you salt your
Light,
watermelon?
of course I do. That's the best way to eat watermelon. Yeah. What?
Man.
What?
What do you mean, what?
I mean, what? What's wrong with that?
It's one of those things I forgot. You just did a shout out to Taylor Swift. I'm not gonna explain myself.
So, what did you say you came in at? I came in at an 8.2.
7.
7, okay.
Well,
Well,
it's also one of the things I'll probably have to come back and try because I'm
Yeah.
rating all these for the first time, and I'm pretty new to ale, so it's kind of like they have a little bit of unfair advantage until I figure out the field. Like hazy IPAs, bro, I got you guys nailed all day long, man. Those are my bread and butter. But with this new adventure that me and my good friend Trent are on, I'm just trying everything that I've never tried before. Why not? Go for it. Something new, fun to rate, fun to try. I notice ales don't have a very big head, so maybe that's something that I enjoy.
Yeah. You want to sign us off?
Yes. Smash that like button like this. Thumbs up. And when you click it, make sure you put that smash in there. Smash that like button. Hit the bell to subscribe. It's in the corner. Ding 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 a ling. Ding a ling a ling a ling. In the corners. You guys know where it's at. And what did Hal say? I was trying to end with what Hal said.
Oh, got you. Let's see.
Decrypting crypto, one brew at a time. That is all, guys. Thank you.